This episode is sponsored by CJ Wassell Roofing and Building Solutions. For all your roofing, building and landscaping needs, call CJ Wassell in Leeds, Pontefract, Barnsley, Doncaster and surrounding areas. Contact details in description below. You can also find them on Facebook.
Right, Jimmy Sweeney, you're a bare-knuckle pioneer and you're an all-time great. BKFC 83 didn't change a thing. You're a legend every time you step in the ring. Welcome to No Bones Fight Talk.
Thank you for having me.
Welcome.
Again.
Yeah. Second time.
Yeah,
This is third time. Third time, yeah.
Oh yeah, sorry, third time. Yeah, one
second in the studio and one on.
Yeah, New Zealand guy still in here. I'm not on about A's. I'm on about first time. Matt didn't turn up. Yeah. When you see him, if you see him walking around Castle Norman, give him a clip.
Headbutt him.
Yeah. He didn't turn up again, so.
Anyway, so thanks for joining us, Jimmy. If we can just get, first of all, how are you feeling, mate?
I'm good. Mentally good, physically good. Yeah, I'm alright, you know. I'm alright. Obviously, with the fight, I'm disappointed with the outcome of it, but I wasn't taking a beating in the fight. To me, I was winning. I won both rounds fairly comfortable, to be fair. I just got caught a freaky shot in bare knuckle. These things can happen. Unfortunately, it happened. But yeah, it is what it is. Fair play to Carlos, nice guy. He got the win. Yeah, but I'm all right. I'm all right.
Good. That's good to hear. Yeah, so if we do take it back then, obviously, to BKFC 83, it were a cracking event, wasn't it, from start to finish? We were there. We thoroughly enjoyed it. We spoke to you and Carlos leading up to it a week or two before. You were both highly confident. And yeah, it were a good fight up until you got caught, like you've just said.
Yeah.
I mean, Carlos, he's very unorthodox. He's a big guy. He's tall. He come in very heavy. He's got these shots from weird angles. To be honest, I watched it 3 or 4 times. Even on big screen, I still couldn't see what he was.
He's fucking reaches longer than my whole body.
Yeah.
He's a freaky reacher.
And he's awkward. He punches in like odd, really odd angles.
To be fair, I like from the start, like maybe about 30 seconds into the first round, I got my range, got my distance. I was beating him off the jab, so his punches didn't really bother me really. Obviously on the last freaky shot, but I didn't really see any of the weird punches or anything like that because I felt like I controlled the fight, and I was controlling the fight fairly easy as well. Yeah, and that's taking nothing away from him. He's a good lad, a good fighter, but obviously my boxing skill was just better. I was controlling it. It's there to be seen.
I think he surprises a lot of people because he said to us leading up to it, he's dropped every person he's been in there in bare knuckle. Yeah, is he 7-1? I think now 7-1. Yeah. So I mean,
he obviously he's a big puncher, like, but again, like, getting into the ring, he was about 10 kilos heavier than me. Yeah. On fight night, like when you're giving away that you, especially in bare knuckle, like they're going to hit hard, like 10 kilos, like even just like 2 people on the street, guy 10 kilos heavier than a guy, he's going to hit harder than him. 10 kilos is a lot. Yeah. And so it was, but I didn't. Obviously, I'm new to the whole. I'm new to the whole weight cutting, putting the weight back on, and stuff like that. So I was
going to ask you that. How do you feel about that? Weight cut. What's it like?
Do you know what? Like the first one I've done was absolutely horrible one because I was like 45 kilos the week of the fight, and it was horrible. And I drained it. It was just terrible. But this one, because obviously I have Dan and both like from Wakefield and we've done it, and it was probably the easiest thing I've ever done. Like I've come in 164. The fight was at 166. Yeah. So like, it wasn't until after the fight and I spoke to Carlos, and I just said to him, mind me asking, like when he was getting stitched up, I said, what weight do you come down from, like? And he goes, I walk around at 200 pounds, which is 90.
But when you see him, he doesn't look like that.
Yeah, which is 90 odd kilos.
He looks like he's like a skinny bone.
Like the last time I seen 90 kilos, I was fat as fuck. Like 8 years ago, like, you know what I mean? Yeah. But I'm walking around 77 kilos, and he's walking around 90, and he's coming down.
Yeah,
So
it's
a hell of a
really,
lot. It's a big advantage, isn't it?
So he said to me, he goes, "Oh, what way do you walk around?" Like, and I'm like 77 kilos and all that. And he goes, "You need to be down to 155. Like that's your weight."
Yeah.
And I was like, "You know what? You're right. You know, like if you these are guys that have done this a long time with the weight cuts and they know how to do it right. So you can be the greatest boxer in the world, which showed the boxing skill was a lot better." But the height, reach, the weight advantage was just too much when he caught me.
Yeah.
Like, he caught me a freak shot. Like, you're
You know,
giving away
to be
so
fair-
many things. Like, you're giving away so much. Like, well, like when you can make the weight, like put your mind to it, just be strict, and you can make the 155. So that's what I'm gonna do.
Yeah.
And it is such an advantage that, isn't it? And plus
Yeah.
we were talking briefly before when we were saying what some of these American guys coming over, they've got huge teams. They've got all science behind it. They've got 40, 50 man, like squads almost, where everything's down to a T.
They're
thing
way
is just
more advanced
My
than
thing
us.
is just stop eating fucking Haribo's, you fat cunt. I mean, but even one of the Richie, I think Andrea Beachy over there, the weight cut that he's done was all done professionally. He had the suits on, the bats, the suits, everything to rehydrate them. You know what I mean? They're all like, as you said, proper professional on what they're doing. Like, you know what I mean? I just jump in a hot bath for like 5 minutes and I don't have a clue.
Yeah.
So but now I'm with Dan and I'm learning. I'm like this part of the game. I'm obviously learning. I'm 41, so you need to learn fairly fast. Like,
But
so this is new to me.
Do you know physically? How do you know when you're dropping weight? How do you feel? Is it
This
really
is
hard
this
for
is
you?
this is the thing. Like, because I fought on 166 on this one. Like, it was too easy for me to make the weight. Like, when I've said to people, like, I didn't even do a hot bath or sauna. I didn't do any of them for this one.
Yeah.
They're like, and they said to me, "Jimmy, you're in the wrong weight division, you know, because everyone's doing these weight cuts, and I've just come in, fucking just jumped out of bed, and I'm 164, but not a bother to me. You know what I mean?
And Jimmy,
So therefore, you shouldn't be in that weight. If you're making it that easy, you shouldn't be in that weight
What
division.
is in kilos? 166.
It was like
74,
74, 75, something like that.
So you only need to lose like 2-3 kilos.
Four
and you're there.
kilos.
do you
I'll be-
feel
I'll
as
be
well,
on
that obviously at the high level that you're fighting, it's like it's highest level at bare knuckle.
Yeah.
It comes down to these minute little things going into it.
It's just the weight division for me, which I've found out. Like now, this is like when Trout, ex-world champion, fought Trinidad-Snake, he turned around and said, "These boys are just too big," and this is a guy that knows weight cuts. You know what I mean? And he's like just saying these are too big because the weight that they put on after it. You know what I mean? So he's gone down to the 155, and to be fair to Tom, I'm thinking, you don't want to like. But now I realise he's right.
Yeah.
Like, we're making the 165, then these boys are coming back in the 185s. And we're not putting that weight back on because it's not in us to put that much weight on.
Yeah.
So you're giving away all that.
But to me, we had this debate we had for years now, didn't we? Very extensively. And when you lose that much weight like you do, that becomes 10 pounds, whatever it is. That's not a lot, and that's, on your body, it's not draining. But if somebody is walking around with 200 and he has to lose 40 pounds or 35 to get to on, it's draining on your body. So you can't, next day it has to affect you in some way.
Yeah, but you got to remember as well, we're only fighting 5 2-minute rounds. So it's not, you don't have to be like, it's not
12 threes, is it?
Yeah, or 5 5s in MMA, which is a lot harder, like.
Yeah.
So you're just going to just put it back on. But
It's one of those, isn't it? If you do it wrong and you cut, and you're a really bad cut, then it's not worth the hassle, is it?
Yeah.
You're too depleted.
like, I've done, like, the one I've done, like, it was an extreme, but I was still able to do the 6'2s. Like, the first fight where I've done about 6 kilos in it, but it was an extreme hot bath, which is proper dehydrated me. But these guys, the professional, they know how to do this right. Like, Trinidad come down, he didn't make weight, but he knew how to come down right. without putting himself in harm, because he's done, I think it was 166.4. So even that 0.4, he's like, I'm not doing that because health reasons or whatever. And it's he's coming fight. So where I've done it before, we're coming about 2 kilos lighter than what I should have done, because I didn't have a clue.
So he obviously he's realised that even if he's going to lose a little bit of his purse, it's worth losing that bit of money, not to deplete yourself.
Yeah. For the fight, and that's the right way. Like they know how to do it. So this is the advantage they have over just like the old bare knuckle fighters coming over, like that hasn't got this experience.
Them boys will fight anybody anyway. It's that mentality. Do you think almost?
Yeah, we're just stupid.
So, I mean, how many just stupid? How many weight divisions have you fought in, Jimmy?
I fought this going into it now will be going to my new one will be 5. But remember when we started, there was a stone in the weight division, so that in itself was like 2 weight divisions. So I've come down from 95, 96 kilos, so I'll be fighting at 70 kilos, which is a lot. Like, so it's about 12.
What's that, about 15 divisions in normal boxing?
Like normal, yeah. But obviously back in time it was like 10 stone, 11 stone, 11 to 12. So in that there's about three divisions in each.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Like now, boxing is 7, isn't it?
Yeah.
So is that official then, Jimmy? You're moving down to lightweight?
Yeah, I'm 100% now. I'm going to do that for March. So I just think I'm 5'9". I want to fight midgets my own size. You know what I mean? When the longest arm is like from touching the wall from here. I'm just not big enough for it. Like, it's a strange thing to say. I'm not big enough for 74 kilos. Like, I'm a fucking grown ass 41-year-old man. Like we walk around. But with the fight game, and when you realize like how much these boys are putting on, I'm not big enough for that weight. That's not my weight division.
Now I'm looking at you, and this is your walking weight, isn't it?
This is me at like eating complete and total shit since the fight, and I'm still about 80 kilos ish.
Yeah, that's what you look ripped, so there's nothing to lose.
There's not. So when I start eating right, which I'm like, and just do my training, I'll be back down to 77 kilos walking around. So I can do the 70 kilos. Again, it's like I've never done that before, so it's going to be interesting to see how I get down, how I refuel, how I fight. It's exciting.
Yeah.
What damage I can do to these fighters, my own height, my own weight. Like, these boys are not going to have like a massive advantage of me weight wise and height wise. I mean, the last 2 boys I fought, I think Wade was the number 2, number 3 in the world. You know what I mean? Yeah. 6 foot plus. You know what I mean? Boys just draining themselves to make the weight and putting loads back on. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that is a big one.
Well, Jimmy, if you look at that lightweight division, then obviously, for us, obviously, as fans and who are doing this, both lightweight division and welterweight, it's just full of killers, isn't it? I mean, if you look at lightweight division, obviously you had Ben Bonner and Franco Tenaglia fighting in semi-final. Tenaglia is going to go on to fight Palomeno or Trout.
Yeah,
there's so many exciting fights in that division. Obviously, when all that's done with.
But if you look at them, they're 5'9", 5'10". Yeah. You know what I mean? They're
around
like
your size.
When they put the weight back on, they're going up to about 78, 79 kilos, which I'll be going back in the ring 78, 79. You know what I mean? So you're going in on a level playing field. You know what I mean? You're not going to go in against absolute monsters.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? When after the fight the next day, I met David Feldman just in the hotel. He just, the eyes right, and that, and I was chatting away from that, and I just said, look, they're too big. Then I said, they're just too big for me in that division. I said, I'm going to go down to 155. He said, Jimmy, you go to 155, you're going to be a problem for everyone in that division. Like, this is a man that knows his weight divisions, he's seen it all. So he knows, when he said that to me, he said, you're going to be a problem at 155. So to me, it's like, even my manager, Gabriel, said, Jimmy, we need to go down weight here, because your boxing skill is there, everything is there, they're just too big.
Well, you know, them first 2 rounds, you were like, your boxing was definitely superior. There was no question there.
Yeah.
It's just, it was always awkward and moving He's always doing
But
that awkward angles. But your boxing was on par.
Yeah, even I caught him and he said to yourselves as well how hard I hit.
Yeah.
So you imagine, like, this is a guy 10 kilos heavier than me. Yeah, like, so I'm punching, I'm hitting some guy my own weight. So how, like, are they going to be able to take these shots?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, obviously, if you're 10 kilos heavier, it's easier to take the shots from the smaller guy.
Yeah.
But when you're the same weight, or same weight, and you come in, this is going to be interesting. Because if you look at my record, I got a shitload of knockouts. But it's people my own weight. It wasn't people like massive, like, so. Again, very excited by this new division.
Yeah.
You've got time as well now, and you've said if it's going to be around about March time. You've got
I'm 41 years of age.
No time at all.
What time do I have?
If you completely honestly, honestly, there is no time.
There's no time.
Yeah, I mean time for prep.
Yeah,
leading up to March.
So basically, obviously I've been eating a bit of crap, but I started back training a couple of days ago, just back in the gym, and I can actually run again. So I had a bad injury to my knee, which I couldn't. I was 50-50 whether I could actually fight. It was that bad. So now I'm able to run again. So the plan is to start eating right, get myself down to maybe about 77, 78 1st of January, and then just start taking it down gradually. Like, I don't want to be doing massive 6-7 kilo weight cuts that week of fights. You know what I mean?
You better be careful over Christmas, Jimmy. You know you like your sweets, don't you?
I'm laughing because I remember something. Do you know last time we were in the other old studio, and I asked you, I said, how do you recover? Do you know what do you do for recovery, Jimmy? Do you remember what you said?
No.
No.
Sweets.
I just eat fucking cakes.
No, he said, I talk shit and eat sweets.
Yeah, 100%. That's not going to change. I go watch a call. I was in Aldi's the other day and just picking up a few bits. And I walked down the fucking Christmas side, and I was just touching everything like that. I was going, fuck
I'm
yeah.
bad as well. If I go through pace trials, oh my god.
So like there's these chocolate things, I'm just fucking, and they're fresh as, I'm thinking, I'm having you cunt. But I'm going to give myself just like a couple of days. My thing is mince pie, so I'm having a mince pie nearly every day. But I'm going to give myself a couple of days over Christmas, get the weight down, and then I'm just going to go mad for a couple of days, and then go back on it, because I don't want to go too much, because I got a lot to prove to myself, and like, I know where I am and where I should be, and these last two fights, even though there are 2 losses on it against number 2, number 3 in the world, and a weight division I shouldn't be in, it's still 2 losses. So I have a lot to come back to. So I want to get myself right for March and get myself in the best physical condition. And I still feel like at 41, I can still be a world champion in this. You know what I mean? I'm fighting these guys. I'm fighting these guys. Like, that kid was 29.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I have to put in extra work to get to physically to get to where they are.
All the recovery and everything for him is a lot easier, isn't it? He's 29.
So, well, these guys could do this in 6 weeks, but I'll need 3-4 months to get myself in best fit. Because injuries, old age, and the body isn't
taking beating.
Yeah. You know what I mean? It's pretty fucked, but.
So, saying all that, then, it's fair to say that when you come down the weight, with being your status fighter, you want to fight somebody in top 5.
Yeah, look, I'll fight anyone.
Yeah.
I'll fight anyone.
But ideally, you would like to fight somebody in top 5. Who would that be? Who would you like to fight?
Anyone. I'm not going to be calling out anyone, but like any of them can get it. Anyone in the lightweight division can get it. So I'm going to leave that to my manager Gabriel and
to work
leave it to him, and whoever he says or whatever, I'll fight them. But like, I'm not pushed on. Like, if you look at the top 5, there's none of them that scares me. In that I feel like Trout will be the guy that'll give me a good fight. I feel like he's a southpaw. He's tricky. He stays off. Ex-world champion. But I feel that'll be a good fight. I feel the rest of them, I'll be just too good for them.
Yeah.
And they're not big freaks. They're
It's a good division. I mean, you've got Soto in there, Bonner.
Yeah, well, I'd say Soto as well.
You've obviously got Johnny Graham as well, who's UK champion.
What about Bonner?
Yeah, that any fight, and I'm open to any fight. Again, I feel my boxing will be far superior. And that's no disrespect to them, obviously. I'm a fighter. I'm going to say that anyway.
Fighters in their own,
they all
their own way. Yeah,
again,
for sure.
these fights could happen and might happen. You know what I mean? But again, whatever Gabriel says to me and whoever he thinks, that's where we're going to go. You know what I mean? I can say, look, this and that. Bonner would be a good fight because he's ranked. He's a ranked.
Is he number 2 now? What is he? Hold on. I can't remember what he is now.
He's ranked number 2. Yeah.
Number 2.
But you'd be like, fights like that would be like European title fights, or you know what I mean? Because it's big names. There's no point fighting just for
I think it would be a good fight because you both similar size. You both go forward. And you're both fast-paced, exciting fights. From
stylistically, it would be.
From fans' point of view, that would be brilliant. Yeah,
it might be another hard fight that I don't want to be in. I want the easy fights now. Yeah, that'll be again. You'd think a very good matchup, but obviously when you get him there, like you want to be blasting these people out. Like I've. No disrespect to Benny, he's a great fighter, but I still feel at 41, I've still got too much for these lads. You know what I mean? These kids are gonna. What is he? Was he probably in his 20s? Is he?
He's going to be around 32, I think.
Still a young kid, to be fair. Like still got a lot, especially in bare knuckle. That's only a young lad. Like
it's a tricky one, isn't it? Because like we said earlier, you fought the champ at welterweight, and you fought ranked number 1 Rico, and you fought number 2 in. You fought the top 3 guys all in welterweight division. So to come down and fight somebody for me who's not ranked in top 5, it's kind of.
But it's the only thing is, it's like where do you go? Like because you're trying to build yourself back up again after coming off 2 losses. Like you know what I mean? So it's like, again, I'll fight anyone. But whatever my manager says, whatever he thinks is best to build us back up again, we have to go with that.
It's a 2-tier question. Well, I'll split it into. I'll split it.
There's one for me.
Yeah. What would you say was your hardest fight you ever had? Because you had
35.
Yeah. What is it?
35.
If you remember, which one was it?
I've had 2, to be fair. The first Julian Lane one, because, and these are hard fights for it was basically down to myself for making them hard. So the first Julian Lane one, I was literally drinking for about 7 weeks. I had about 4 days off of drinking, doing whatever else for it. I did 2 runs for the whole. I was fighting at 83 kilos, like. So I did 2 runs.
Did you make weight?
Yeah, obviously, yeah, because I shouldn't be the fight. I was drinking, like even like before the fight, I was drinking, and he beat me on a pint, but I wasn't fit. Like I was 17-0 at the time, so I thought 18-0, I thought I would just come in and knock you out. So, but I was fucked. You know, he was hitting me shots like. I could see them coming, but I couldn't move out of the way. So I beat myself on that. Like when I come back to the second fight, I beat him easy, and probably the last Rico one just for the simple fact of being that dehydrated and being an absolute horrible weight cut. Like when I've left the ring again, I've collapsed. Like I've had to be carried into an ambulance. It was horrible, but I put my body through.
5 rounds. That's a lonely. Well, 6 with Rico. That's a lonely place to be, isn't it?
When that fight, and I was only hardest because it drained me that much. You know what I mean? Not that I was like hurt or I was just badly drained that I couldn't breathe. Like it was just when the first 30 seconds I knew this is going to be hard because my legs were gone. Everything was fogged. So physically, it was just like the 2 of them, just because I was that fucked in both of them.
Yeah, and you know through them, like both of them fight. So like, what's your thought process throughout the fight? Because you must be like you are like thinking something, isn't it?
Whether, you know, mid-fight when how do you get out of this?
So what do you think? What's the thought?
I think I probably was
struggling.
I think I was probably still drunk with the Julie Lane one, so I can't remember what I was thinking on that. With the Franco one, I was just pushed to the end. You know what I mean? This is your fight.
No matter
push
what,
it. Yeah. Like I remember in that fight where I couldn't see because he's opened my eyes. Because when you're obviously badly dehydrated, your skin is just like paper. Just both my eyes just open, and I couldn't see him. Like literally, there was just a shadow. But it was like, right, just push through it. But you got to push through it, and that's what they did. Like the fifth round, I couldn't see a thing. Like if he was, I'm not gonna say fitter because he was fucked as well. But if he put it on me, the ref would probably have stopped it because I was that drained. I couldn't see him. Like I literally couldn't see it. I was punching and moving, just instinct. And fuck me, I still look good on camera doing it. But I couldn't see him. I literally could not see him. I could see a shadow in front of me, but I couldn't make him out.
Yeah.
I couldn't make him out. And obviously, when the shadow got closer, it was like, fucking move your head, lad, and just swing.
Well, one hell of a fight, that.
Yeah,
Keep
really
repeating that, but wow, that was one hell of a fight.
How I lost that was like go watch that back. That was a robbery.
And the sixth round as well. At the end, you obviously, like you say, you're feeling like that. You have to go sixth round. You're like, oh fuck.
Yeah, and even the sixth round, I felt like I outboxed him in the sixth round. But obviously, he was going forward more, but not landing anything. So they probably just give him for that. But again, one hell of a fight. See, it's fights like that, right? I feel like I was robbed in it. I feel like I won that fight. But when people said to me that was the greatest fight they've ever watched,
it was
I'm like,
unbelievable. Oh my god,
that makes up for it. Because I've given that proper depleted, absolutely fucked, and it's still down as one of, if not the best fight in BKFC history.
It really was.
Many people.
Yeah, a few people said that.
If I'm being really honest, I think that obviously. For me, he won the sixth round, but 1-5. If it weren't for that knockdown / slip, I think you would have won.
What? Go back and watch it again, where my foot hit the canvas and I fell over and to give it them. But it is what it is.
One of those. I mean, taking nothing away from either guys.
If that wasn't Gev, he would have lost that fight. Like he would have if that wasn't Gev.
Because at the end of the fifth round, I sat there watching and I was thinking, I had no idea how they're going to score it. So either way would have been fine. I had no idea how they're going to score. I didn't know who won.
I think with fights like that where it's so obvious that these boys have nothing left to give, there shouldn't be a sixth round, Like if you look at Trout and Trinidad, they did the sixth round, but they were fresher going into the sixth round than what they were in the first round.
That was because of the knockdown.
They didn't do anything.
You know what I mean?
But they didn't do anything. They didn't do anything. But when you had me and Franco doing the fifth, we couldn't stand. So the sixth round,
Rico actually said that. He said if you look at Carlos Trinidad, obviously there was a bit of back and forth between these two. They didn't get on for a while. I think they've patched it up now anyway. But he said that if you look at me and Jimmy, you were almost dead, both of you. You look at Trinidad and Trout, are they real fighting men? Obviously, who are we to say they're not? But
they
look pretty fresh, bouncing around up back foot.
Well, I wish I was that fresh. I don't want to be fucked going into it. But I feel like when you see two people like that, if it's a draw after the fifth, just give it. Just because, especially fighters like us, when you say to us, fifth round, right, that's it. Yeah. I'm fucking giving it all here. Yeah. And you do. And your tank's empty. When you go into the sixth, that becomes very dangerous then. With fights like ours, with how bad you are,
But I think from judges' point of view, they look at the fight and they understand the caliber of the fight, and they think, well, someone has to win.
No, but that's what I'm saying. But fights like that, when you see two fighters that can barely stand up, what are you going to gain from next round? Something could happen to these fighters. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just
I don't think they think about it. They just want
draw a fight.
Settle it.
Have a rematch if you want a rematch, but from there and then, we could have ended up in hospital. We did end up in hospital, but it could have been a lot worse than what it was like.
Can I ask you, while we're talking about judges, did you watch Franco Tenaglia and Ben Bonner?
I didn't. I watched bits of it.
It's so interesting, that for me.
I watched bits. I see Ben getting some lovely counters and stuff like that. But obviously,
the aggressor was
my left eye is shut. My right eye is blurry as fuck, so I can't see. So most of the people said to me that Bonner was robbed out of the fight.
Yeah.
Obviously, I can't. I haven't sat down and watched it. I wasn't in the audience with my missus when it was going on, but I couldn't fucking see. You know what I mean?
after that fight, we checked how they score. Bare knuckle is scored different from any other contact sport. So the way they score it, aggression is first.
Yeah.
And then ring control and damage.
Control. And who had aggression and ring control?
Yeah.
Ben Bonner had the damage.
Because obviously he's come out not a scraper.
As we were watching it live, I said to you going into it last, I feel like Bonner needs a knockdown.
Yeah.
Or something to take it into a 6. But then other people who were watching it were saying, "Oh no, he's been robbed," and they were like, "It was so interesting to me."
Yeah.
I
didn't think he was robbed.
I can't give my opinion because I didn't see it, but I've heard a lot of people say, like, obviously, the people who said he was robbed was obviously the UK people.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because obviously, when it's your fighter, you're gonna he's robbed. But like, I didn't see
I
it.
put it down to, if that was boxing, Bonner every day at week.
Yeah, absolutely.
But the scoring's different, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. But I don't even know how they score until you just said it there. How do you score?
So aggression is first, ring control is second, and then damage is third, I think. Yeah.
What's ring control? You know what I mean?
If you're in centre at ring, or you're holding centre at ring.
That's a strange way.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah. So that's that really. It's when you understand it that way, you understand why they gave it to Tanaglia.
Because you could argue Bonner outboxed him on back foot, picking him off as catching him as he was coming in.
But the more aggressive.
And then when you look at the faces,
Tanaglia was like a pumpkin.
Yeah, but remember as well, like that could happen off 2 shots through a whole fight. You know, it's bare knuckle. You know what I mean? Like one shot, close my whole eye. I look like a. Just because you look, it doesn't mean. Yeah,
well, 2 top lightweights as well from BKFC. I asked them and they said, 100% Tanaglia won. Yeah. That's the
but you could look like the Elephant Man after 3 punches in a whole fight. And that could be the only 3 punches you've landed, and you could be getting killed. Yeah. And you said, and you mightn't have any marks on you. It's just bare knuckle. It's just funny how these things happen.
I think it just shows how important as a fighter is understanding the rules.
Yeah.
Because they obviously
just on the front foot anymore. Like that. Go on. Not throwing any punches, just backing them up. Go on, the judges. How was that?
It makes good TV, that. You know?
How was that? But to be fair, that like with my style, because I'm an aggressive counter puncher, so that just helps my style. Like.
Yeah.
You don't see many people throwing double lefts, do you?
No.
Left hooks.
No, you don't see many. No. Don't see none of them, to be fair. But with a guy like, because with him, he throws this like jab, and he's like a cowardly jab because he jabs and he puts his whole body back, like when you're punching him. So, but he's obviously works for him because he's got the longest.
Yeah.
So for me, I couldn't just jab. Like I had to like jab into the body and bring it up just to make the ground
jabbing,
on him. Yeah, just to catch him, and I was catching him every time. Like I couldn't throw that from a distance because he just fucking. All he needs to do was just that. He was. That
was interesting as well because you were actually beating him with jab.
I was beating him. Yeah. And the funny thing is, I've got like 69-inch reach and he's like a 78-inch, you know, and I'm beating him on the jab every time. Every time.
I find it, I'm laughing from that because it's not only last fight. In all your fights, you do this. So when you stretch your arm, you tell them it's coming.
It's coming, yeah.
And they still every time they go boop, boop.
and with the jab, like with my jab, like even though I'm holding it out like that, it's freakishly how much power I can generate just from like literally this is in the way. So it's like that, and just from there, and the power I generate from there, it's mad. Like even when I'm doing pads, you shouldn't be able to generate that power from literally that much.
Yeah.
But again, as you say, my hand is there. And I'm still able to hit them.
They know it's coming.
They know it's there because it's there. Like, I've seen someone like that and I'm backing away, but I still manage to hit them.
But you generate a lot of power on back foot as well, don't you?
Yeah. On my counters, yeah. I probably do.
Are you betting on the counters? Do you think you're more powerful on counters?
Yeah, probably my counter right hook. Probably, yeah. I've dropped a lot of people.
Yeah, that's what I mean. You dropped so many people like that, literally walking away, going bam.
And just. I throw awkward shots like with guys 6 foot plus there it's kind of harder to be fair, but a lot of if you look at the Franco second fight where he's just coming on to me like he's trying to be aggressive and I just counting with the right hook every time.
I tell you what I found interesting with your last couple of fights. You've I've noticed first round, so you kind of trying to figure. I commented on, I did a little interview with Carlos after the fight, and I mentioned that you were trying to like figure each other out in first round.
Yeah,
I feel like you start not slow, but I can see you, and you did same in Rico. You started off steady, then upped it as fight were going on. Your pace. Is that part of your game plan? I noticed it.
It's even when I spar, as long as I don't take any damage on the first round, like I'll throw about 3-4 jabs. I'll just work it, but it's not until really you're looking end the second, the third round that I pick the pace up massively.
Is that when your timing comes into it first?
Everything, the first round.
Work out the movement time.
But even like on the first round, even though I'm not really doing much punching wise, I'm still making them work with the movement, everything like that. So it's still burning. They're wasting energy on it. Yeah. But even my missus goes mad, because it's only like 5 rounds. She's like last time she's screaming at me, you better have the message. You better do a proper warm up. You can't be coming out in the third round. You need to be doing it from the start. You need a proper warm up. But if even when I'm sparring, it's just the first round is always just to figure them out, just to get in, and then I'm bringing. It's not until really the third round that I push the pace on it. I've really pushed the pace like at 41. I shouldn't be like the pace I push. Like it's a big pace. Like,
well, being in your weight class, especially now you come down, but both of these weight classes, if you look historically. In combat sports, everyone slows down after 36.
Yeah.
Historically, it just happens, isn't it? They say, what is it, 36 curse, whatever it's called.
But mainly in UFC, I think.
UFC,
yeah.
But to be fair, like, I felt fast as fuck on my last fight.
Yeah.
My sharpness was there, my movement was there. I could see everything. Like, I felt great.
Yeah.
Like, I felt, for that fight, again, because it was the lower weight, I just felt so quick, like
you were, yeah.
It was like it's like me from years ago, like how fast I was, like even on the pads, everything was just so fast, So obviously, when I drop down weight again, it's going to be even faster.
Yeah.
A lot of people do lose. I've always said I'll retire when my speed goes or my movement. Like when I box. Without even thinking, like I'm out of range, and it's just literally by that much. If you look at my fights, mostly when I lose that instinct on my speed, like slows down, I'll retire then. Yeah. But as long as I have them, I'll keep going.
No, good.
I think speed. You can deal if you slow down a bit. You can deal if the timing goes. That's the biggest problem, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's when you.
Now we're going to ask you, Jimmy. We've mentioned again before we got rolling. A lot of fight fans and people involved in fight sports, they're quite fickle, aren't they? I mean, it's always like, what have you done for me recently? So given that everything you've achieved in sport, obviously you're a legend at bare knuckle game, 35 fights, multiple weight divisions, multiple titles. Would you have a message to anybody that is maybe thinking, or maybe even putting it online, or it's time for you to retire? Have you got a message to them who might doubt you?
Yeah.
Listen, the thing is, this is not pro boxing or look at MMA. You could have 2 losses. You come back, you win your next fight, you're back. You know what I mean? You go on, and I'm not going to let what anyone says get to me, and I'll know when it's time to retire.
Yeah. That's a good way to look at it, yeah.
These people are saying that you go in and fight in a weight division, it's not your weight division, and fight the number 2, number 3 guys in the world. And let me know how you get on at 41 years of age. Like, I'm around this game for about 12 years from the start. I'm still at the top level. I'll retire when I need to retire.
When you decide, yeah.
Yeah, not now.
I like that. Very good answer, mate.
Oh,
yeah.
No point leaving.
But you're always going to get these guys, aren't you?
You're
always online, you've lost 2, look at agent.
Even if you win, you get them. Even if you win, isn't it? It's you read them. And
I've always had haters. Like, I remember when I started, fuck me, anyone says anything, I was on it. But now it's like, I don't care. I don't care what you say. Like, you can say what you want, but I know there's still a world title left in me. You know what I mean? I'll go for the European first, and obviously the world title, and then I'll be not just a 2 promotion world champion, but a 7-time 5 weight division world champion. You know what I mean? Like anyone else which like tries to do what I've done, you're not going to do it.
Do you know if not now, obviously, when you decide to retire, how do you want to be remembered in your career?
To be fair, like I've always want to remember the greatest ever, but I just like I want to be remembered for what I've done for the sport, and like there's people getting paid big money now for the work that I've put in from the start, the eyes that I brought to this sport, like what I've done to help this sport grow. You know what I mean? This is what I want to be remembered for. Like, I've done that, and I'm still doing that. I'm still... it's mad because, like, I'm just jumping off it, like, I'm just thinking, like, if you look at where I started, there's not one person left in this game when I started. Not one person from... And if they are, they're in no disrespect to any BKB promotions, but probably on the lower tier ones. Yeah. Not competing like I'm competing at the highest. That says it all.
Yeah, it does, yeah.
And do you know what says a lot about that? About what you've done for the sport as well? What...
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that was... Yeah, I realised...
First of all, he says he's not bringing you no fucking sweets over.
Yeah.
That's your mate now, lad.
And then...
apart from... Yeah, go on, Rich, sorry.
Well, you can,
no, go on.
Yeah. So then he said, obviously, he came back into boxing when he was like early 30s, wasn't he? But even before that, and he always dreamed to fight bare knuckle. So he said, rather than boxers, he had your post on his wall in his and like 20s and 30s.
This
How
is
cool
like,
is that?
He's
in Australia.
Australia, like.
Yeah, he's New Zealand, isn't he? He's Maori.
Because when he lives in Australia, he's Maori. But when I first met him, like, obviously he's kind of blew up, like, because he's a scary, like when you come in. Dude, yeah, but when Back to the Bone were putting on like clips of him and stuff like that, and when I went to like obviously it's Australian, so when I went to the Back to the Bone show, like, and I've met him, and he's like, I've had posters of you, and I'm thinking, fucking hell, like that's it's mad, like,
that's cool, isn't it?
Like this big scary ass guy,
nice
has been
guy,
following me for years, and it's like, wow, it's like not even like some guy from Scotland or something. It's like
somebody from furthest part of the world.
That's from Australia, like, you're thinking, wow.
And you two got on really well.
Yeah. He's an absolute lovely guy.
That's
we message each other quite a bit. It's just some genuine nice guy. Just scary looking guy, but fuck me, what a nice guy. Like, his whole family, he's come back. His mum, his dad, like, he's the brothers. Like, what a nice family, all round nice family. Like,
did you do a bit of training with him as well a couple of years ago?
Yeah, he's come back. He's done a week or two in Leeds with us. Which again, like, coming over from Australia to come, but again he's come back because his cousin lives in
Normanton.
Yeah. Or not Normanton. Starts with a K, is it? Wherever it's from, around here somewhere. Yeah, it's right beside Cass. It's on the little towns but it's like Nottingley. Yeah, that's where he's from. Yeah, that's where he's living. Yeah, Nottingley. Yeah, he's living there. It's like, what the that's
how do you connect that?
Yeah. Like, obviously he knows how I spoke to, like, and then this guy's coming and he goes, it goes to be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna go back to see my cousin, like, in the UK, and I was like, well, probably like London or I said, yeah, where's that? Nottinghey, beside Leeds. I said, I live there, you know, like, I'm beside me. He goes, no way, that's fucking mad. Yeah, literally right beside me. And then he popped up and said, that's a fucking hell. Yeah, it's mad.
Did you watch it? Did you manage to watch his fight?
I watched it on, obviously I'm back in the change room, but they had it on the phone. As you said earlier, the knockdown, great shot from the guy.
Wisniewski.
Yeah, but
I've fucking ruined his name a few times. So.
I felt his was coming on strong as the fight went on, and the other guy was fading a lot.
Yeah.
So I just said to the boys that I said he's going to stop him next round.
You could see it.
You could see it.
Turning,
like he was putting the pressure on. The guy he was fading bad in it. You could see it. And then the doctor's like, what the? Was that cutting the eye?
He was bad though.
It was bad. How? It was like a freak cut because.
Yeah, 'cause it was straight.
If you look at it now, like when he's on the thing, it was healed.
It's all
nothing,
healed up.
but it's just split, and obviously he's coming into the eye bad. Like so, he's no vision in it really. So
well, straight away, he said to us yesterday as we had a chat with him. He said he wants a rematch straight away.
Yeah, sure. He's going to want that, but like if he's watching you, let your hands heal, lad.
Yeah.
That's the main things, because you're fighting again like that soon after, and you break again, like, and you lose. You're not going to get another rematch with him. Like you're going to go like that. But let yourself heal, lad. You know what I mean? That
think
fight
he wants to come back. In
but the fight law was going to be there. The fight man in it is like, oh fuck ah.
And I think he wants to go back to Italy, so he knows he's in March, isn't he?
Yeah.
I think that's what he wants to do.
If the hands are healed, I think if the hands are healed, sound. But I don't know if your hands are going to be. If they're broke, they're going to be like healed. Within that time, like 5 months, so it's not going. Because you have to let them heal, then you hit things, and then it's like
it's a gradual build up.
But to me, their fight, I think, to me, probably it was fight of the night. You know,
I really enjoyed it as well.
Yeah, because it was so good. The heavyweights. Okay, Wisniewski he came in 40 pounds lighter or 35, whatever it was.
Yeah, come in light.
He came in very light.
He needs to get down cruiserweight.
But it wasn't scrappy at all. They were both very technical, and nobody was on back foot or anything. They were both getting into it, and it was all technical. And it's two heavyweights doing that, so you're like, wow.
You look at it like obviously I've never seen that guy before, but I've seen Hayes' fights, and for a big man, he's moving
very fast.
Yeah.
I've seen him even like when he's doing his pads now. There's a lot of stuff he does that I do. Like I'm a smaller guy, like moving back, my shots, my hooks on it, like a lot of stuff. I'm thinking, how are you doing that in the size of you? Like,
he's very quick. He's very good at counter punching, like with a jab on his back foot, isn't it? He just goes bam.
And then he's a step back,
what surprised me watching him, obviously live and obviously on TV as well before, is his speed.
Yeah.
So fast. It's unbelievable. Yeah, it really impressed me as well. That's why I'm saying it's probably my favorite fight, because when I watched it, I thought, you know what, they should not be able to do that.
But again, like my fight, these freaky things happen. Like he's got a cut in his eye, bare knuckle. You could be winning the fight. All of a sudden,
to be honest, when it happened,
fight's over. You know
I was probably 10 feet away. And I just stood there. I didn't understand. I thought, what the fuck's going on here?
Yeah.
And I couldn't. You couldn't see it, couldn't you? And I was like, I was disappointed. I've got to admit, I was really
that's
disappointed.
The thing with the fight game, isn't it? Like we were saying earlier, you can prepare, you can be perfect. Everything can go perfect. Then you can just get clipped or caught.
One shot.
It's brutal, isn't it? And that's why I think that's why we love it.
Yeah, it's part of the game. That's why I think. That's why, like for me in my fight, I'm not too. Obviously, I'm disappointed with it. Like, but I'm not kicking myself because I was winning a fight. I just got caught a shot. You know what I mean? If I was getting battered from start to finish, I'd be like, fuck.
Yeah.
Probably time I retire from this sport. But you just got clipped. It's like he's winning a fight, gets caught, ref stops it. Just one of those things. Especially in this game, you can't really take. It's not like boxing with the gloves on. So if you lose like that, you just get up, push yourself out, and just move on from it. Don't fucking think about it too much.
Yeah. It's it's good that you take it that way rather than being all pissed off and then
if I got battered, with how I got killed, I was battered. I probably should retire. But with fights like that and happens like that, it is what it is. You can't change it. Like you just got caught. Simple.
It's probably fair to say you were winning the first 2 rounds, wasn't it? At least I thought so. Yeah.
I felt I was winning. I felt the first round. I edged the first round. And I felt the second round, and I just won that easy. And
the second one was very decisive, yeah.
And as you said earlier, it usually takes me 3 rounds to get into it. So I was just getting into it at that time. I was just literally at the start of the 3rd round. I got caught. That's what it is.
Yeah.
That's the fight game, isn't it?
And when when the third round started, he's blown out of his ass. So I'm thinking, right, that's time I go to work.
You think if it weren't for that injury?
I would have won that easy.
I would have won that.
Yeah, I would have won that. Probably would have stopped him, to be fair. Like, because he was, not disrespect to him, a great lad, but he was go like that, and I'm thinking, right, like.
It probably explains why he took that bit of a pay cut to.
Well, that's my point with
avoid
this
that weight
dramatic
cut.
weight.
Yeah.
That's my point with them dramatic weight. Weight.
Because obviously he struggled with it, and I could tell on the start of the third, and when he just stopped, he's like like that. And when I see that, I'm like, right, time to fucking step it up a bit. And he just got caught.
You know, the other day I thought about in general where bare knuckle is going and BKFC bare knuckle, and I realized something. There is transition now. There is new fighters coming in, and they're all younger.
They're all kids.
So there is kind of new generation, isn't it?
Yeah, they're all well. For me, they're all kids to me.
Yeah,
I mean, they're all kids to me.
No, but like, you know what I mean. Now it's fair few that are below 30.
Yeah, there's even like 29.
Yeah,
I mean, a lot of kids. A lot of kids come in.
Because you had more fights than anyone by a mile as well. So if you could give one advice, what would you give them? What advice would it be?
Stay away from bare knuckle. Like,
at least until you've done it.
With this game, like, I've seen a lot of people come in and half-arse it, you know what I mean, and not put the work in. A lot of people believe their own hype and think they're better than everyone, and they don't put that work in the gym, and you get found out.
I think that's evident if you look at some boxers that have joined recently. Over the last 6 months, there's been 3 or 4 that have come in. Big reputations, and
they don't want to be there.
You need to put the work in the gym, because, like, it's a dangerous sport. Any combat sport is dangerous. So if you're wanting to do this sport, you got to be 100%. Like, you got to work hard in it.
Yeah,
all in,
or just don't. If you're half-heartedly, it's not for you.
Well, what they're doing now is obviously some of these boxers are coming across. They're probably getting paid well.
For
the name.
It's for publicity, isn't it? It's like it's for publicity stunt. That's all there is, really.
Because you look at Frankie Gavin and his fight coming, like a big massive coming in, and fucking me, he just laid there. At one stage, he went like that, and he looked up his eye like that, and he jumped up then, and then I'm thinking, fucking hell. Like Jamie Cox, great fighter, just not for me. But again, James
DeGale, do you think you'll see him again?
No, not in the bear. He said it after the fight, didn't he? He said after the fight he's done already. His experience is just not for him. A lot of people are like that, though. You know what I mean? You put gloves on them and they're world killers. Like DeGale, two-time world champion, and just
Olympic gold medalist as well.
Just looked like he forgot how to fight. He was overstepping his shots, and it was just fucking hard. For me, it was a horrible fight to watch.
Yeah, very scrappy, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It's funny how you find one person is like, it's not for me, even though he fought all his life, and then another, like for Furkan Shima, we keep talking about him, but he fought in BKB when about 3 weeks.
Yeah, on that last show.
He had 2 years. He was 2 years out. He had really bad time for two really hard 2 years, and then he had his first fight. And it was really hard fight for 5 rounds. Really, really hard. It ended up being split decision and everything. And he asked him, he goes, it's obviously your debut. Do you love it? He goes, oh, yeah. Like, proper excited. He goes, I can't wait to get back, And you're like, okay, yeah.
I hate it because, you're getting punched. Like, some of these lads love getting punched for some reason. I can't.
He loved it. He goes, I can't wait to get back.
I can't think of anything worse than getting punched in the face. I absolutely hate it. I still do it, but I hate it.
It's nice giving it. It's just taking it.
Oh yeah, I love punching people.
So that's a good question. Then why do you fight?
I fight for my dad, really. To be fair, but it's all I've ever known. I'm a fighter, even though I hate getting punched. I don't like. I love competing. I love the whole thing about fighting, the training, being in the gym, the fight days. I love everything. But like, when you're 41 and you're boxing, literally boxing for 30 years. I've started like competing at.
You gotta love it.
I'm 30 years competing.
Yeah.
If I stop competing, I don't know what I'd do. Like, I don't know how I'd be able to cope with that. Like, I'm not going to say I end up back drinking, like, but it'll be a massive part of my life.
What about coaching, Jimmy?
I don't like coaching, man.
You don't
like
coaching people.
It's all right, but
You've just got all that experience, all that knowledge.
Maybe when I retire, I'll do something like that. But it's an option. But for me, as long as my body is able to, which it is, I'll keep fighting. Like I couldn't stop fighting now. I literally couldn't. She always says to me, "Oh, it's time to stop fighting."
Does the thought of it scare you, Jimmy?
It terrifies me. Like I know it's coming to an end. I know, like, I've had a great career. I'm 41.
Well, it's the greatest career of bare knuckle, isn't it?
Bare
Nobody
knuckle,
had the career like you.
But when I'm, like, sometimes if I'm out running or sometimes if I'm just in the house, it'll hit me. It'll go. I just think someday I'm going to retire and there'll be none, like, I won't be able to fight. And it's fucking, and it's like, what do I do? Or, like, obviously you have kids and stuff like that, but when you're competing for 30 years, like since I was 11, I'm literally fighting. I'm 41. If I'm not competing, like, what do I do? Like,
it's you, isn't it?
Like,
That's who
you
you are.
take away whatever you love, and just said to you, well, you can't do that anymore.
Yeah.
What the like?
I think the problem.
How do you deal with it?
It's that void, isn't it? What do you
Yeah.
do? It's a massive
But, like,
void.
But to
I don't drink or do drugs or like.
Yeah.
So it's like, fuck me, I'm gonna be bored to death.
But for me, it seems like maybe it's better not to think about it. Just go until you can't go anymore. Because if you are thinking, you're slowly consuming yourself.
It's come into my mind a couple of times, like, and I was very like, fuck, like, and it's upset me quite a bit. Like, I was like, right, I'm not going to think about that.
Yeah, because it consumes you, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's like, it's not fucking good.
I'm going to enjoy it and just keep going for as long
Keep going
as I can.
and just don't even think.
I bet it's like tug of war, because if that must be in the back of your mind a little bit, then also you probably, your conscience is telling you to enjoy your last few years. Not, do you know what I mean? So it's like you're tugging it.
I set myself a target. Like, when I was 30, when I started this, I said I'm going to fight until I'm 40. That's me. I'm packing in. I'm done then at 40. Once I hit 40, I went, fuck that. I'm in better shape at 40 than I was at 30.
Yeah, well, that's what you said last time as well.
So now it's like, right, let's go 45. Let's go 45 and we'll see what we're like. And then it's going to be, when I get 45, let's do 46.
Listen.
Like, me, realistically, I want to be still competing at 50. Like, but obviously, you at 50, you're not going to be competing on the top promotions, or I want to be still competing, just compete.
Would you consider putting gloves on then?
No, just bare knuckle for me at 50 years of age. 50 years, I'll be still competing. In my mind, I know I will be. I know whatever. But obviously, if if something happens to me, I'm taking loads of damage and stuff like that, I won't. I'm not stupid. I'm not a stupid guy. But if I'm able to compete with these young guys at the lower promotions, no disrespect to them, at 50, I'm still going to do it. I'm still going to do it.
Or back to BKB.
Because fucking whatever, just get me a fight.
So Jimmy, before we wrap it up, have you got a message for the lightweight division?
I'm coming. Just if you're going on my last two fights, I'm like fighting guys. It's absolutely massive. Wait till I come for the lightweights.
Yeah.
Wait till March and I will show you what I'm about. Like, any of the lightweights can get it. I don't care. There's not one of them that scares me in that division.
No, well, we can't wait to see it, mate. Like we said before,
if anyone really fancies to challenge Jimmy, hit us up.
There's some incredible fighters in that division as well. So I mean,
great division.
The only winners there are going to be fans, aren't they?
Yeah.
And me.
And so Jimmy, we really do appreciate you coming.
Yeah, absolutely.
Matt, thanks for having me again.
We look forward to seeing what's next for you, mate.
Yeah.
100%.
And
look forward
all
to
the best.
back
Good
in.
luck.
Stay away from them cakes over Christmas.
No, I'm not doing
No
that.
Send them over this way.
I'm not doing that. I'm going to enjoy them.
I will. This episode is sponsored by CJ Wassell Roofing and Building Solutions. For all your roofing, building and landscaping needs, call CJ Wassell in Leeds, Pontefract, Barnsley, Doncaster and surrounding areas. Contact details in description below. You can also find them on Facebook.
The No Bones Podcast.